Konoki Nanoki Kininaruki. Obviously a ginkgo tree. So yeah, you just gotta do it sometimes. You know, like Nike says, just do it. It's true for a lot of things. Well, ever since the mental breakdown, I've been scared of a lot of things. I've been hesitant to do so many things I used to be able to do, and I've been to the doctor, got a few stuff prescribed, but then I never wanted to be on those things for too long. It's just that the situation was too intense and bad that I had to. But now I've decided to fight that, fight my mental problems on my own. And it's been a while since I've been able to stream like this outside. It's been quite a while. And I'm happy about that. But even back then, I was worried about a lot of things, especially when you're outside and there are people that you don't know. Not all of them are your friends. There could be bad people, people with malicious intent. But then I just try to go with the flow these days. Whatever happens, happens, kind of. And I used to bottle up so much, but then if I feel like I can, then I just like speak up and say the things that are on my mind. I try to do that at least. You know, to try to be yourself, to be your natural self is a very complicated process, because you would think that you are being natural, but then sometimes that's not always the case. You think that you're being your natural self, but then you think to yourself, well, what is my natural self? What does that even mean? Like when something happens and you tell yourself that, oh yes, everything's gonna be fine, and then you try to live your life like that, but things might not be fine. So I'm just trying new approaches, although, especially during the winter, I guess, things get kind of lonely. By going out and streaming myself, I'm hoping to find something new, training myself. It's kind of like working out, training myself to be more natural, to be myself without really caring way too much about the surroundings, if that makes sense. Because in the end, like really, nobody really cares. Filming myself walking outside and, oh, what are people gonna think about me? They don't care. Well, at least even if I don't live stream, people are gonna be taking pictures and filming everywhere you go. So you're gonna end up in their shitty pictures or videos anyway. Just be yourself. I go out because it broadens the possibility. Instead of sitting home in my room where nothing will happen, at least if I go outside, I get to see things that are not in my room. So, you know, new possibilities. You might have cool people approach you, maybe not, but nothing will happen unless I go outside in that sense. And yeah, I mean, it's a good opportunity to walk, go places I wouldn't have if I weren't filming. So I guess it gives me the energy to go places where I usually don't, thanks to this live stream and thanks to you guys. And my phone is about to tip because of the wind. How do you cope with mental problems though? Well, recently I started meditating. Intense meditation really helps, really helps. And the key is to find out all the traumas that are causing the problems in your life. It really comes down to that. So my friend is really studying really hard about healing. And my friend tells me that most of us have, or if not everyone, their own error programming going on. And what that means is, let's say people who run to alcohol when some shit goes down, and you know, alcoholics. I mean, for most of us, that's not a healthy way to cope with problems. It's sort of like drugging yourself to oblivion. I mean, although alcohol is legal in many places, I think it's a very dangerous substance, and it alters your personality, I mean, for some people, and it makes some people violent. Like, that's some intense shit right there. But anyway, people who run to alcohol for problems, that's, you know, their way of coping with negativity in life, right? So like it becomes a habit for a lot of people. So that habit, that routine. So if you really want to truly become happy and be cool with life in general, you have to fix that programming. But it is so difficult. Running to alcohol might not be your way of coping with things, but like, you know, that's just one example. So you try to find the core of what caused you to be that way in the first place, And many things are tied to your trauma that you experienced in your childhood. You know, what you experienced in your childhood goes a long goddamn way. It could really be a problem. So you try to fix that. You know, there are a lot of different ways, but the way I try to do it is meditation. There are a lot of different ways to meditate too. You know, I used to think that when people told me, oh, meditation is good, you know, I was thinking like the whole hum, you know, like the whole, like I have to light candles up and like prepare and stuff. I mean, that's a way to do it, but it could be more simple. I meditate before I sleep, like in bed, and try to like pinpoint what's bothering me. It could be anything. Like if I feel that a part of my body is hurting or I feel some sort of pain, whatever, I try to think like, okay, so what's causing me this? And then more often than not, I do pinpoint what's causing that problem and try to come in peace with that trauma or experience. It is not easy though, because sometimes you think that you came in peace, you made peace with that particular event in your life just because you want to feel like you're over with that trauma. But then sometimes you have to dig deeper and then really come face to face with that problem and resolve. So that requires a lot of concentration, so it doesn't come easy at first, but it's working for me anyway. So yeah, like social anxiety, I definitely have that. So I have to pinpoint what caused me to feel that way in the first place. And sometimes, you know, we have this ability to forget all the bad memories and the guy is standing way too close, but you know, that happens a lot. See, like that too, like why am I feeling anxiety because the guy is standing like a meter away from me, you know? Like I don't feel safe when there's someone right next to me. But what caused that? Like if I try to dig deeper, then I'll be able to find that out. And I even take it as a quest. Like it's life is kind of like a game where someone was standing right next to me for a reason to make me realize what sort of things I need to meditate and make peace with. It's funny though, you know, I don't like it when people are like right next to me, strangers, but yet I come out to stream where there's a lot of people. So I think, you know, I mean, I like people in general. It's just that I hate people who suck, don't we all? I want to make peace with the things that give me anxiety, that's for sure. I want to connect with the world, but I suck at it. So this is kind of like my voyage, a way of working out, hopefully.
Thank you to everybody in the world who's ever accepted me. This one goes out to the people who truly believe in diversity. 思い起こせば保育園の砂場、舞台はカリフォルニア。俺たちは人種関係なく楽しく遊んでいた。小学校に上がり人種差別を知り、同じアメリカで生まれ英語話してるのに、クラスメイトの子たち立ててくる中指、釣り目のポーズしながら怒鳴る Go back to your country。小学校中学校高校大学もその後もずっと、俺心ついた時からアジア人差別はあるよずっと。